Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Let me turn this down. Hope you're all well on this Wednesday, hump day, midweek. And yes, last 24 hours has seen a change of fortune for myself. No, I didn't win Tesla Lotto. That would have been lovely too, but you get that. But I've finally got some videos to work with to get out to you after a successful night and day today. So I have last night went out, wanted to do my star trails. I was concerned because it had changed. The weather had changed. It's supposed to be super clear. Clouds had come through on the satellite. There's a big storm coming off, which I think is part of that big cyclone off the east coast of India that's causing massive dramas for them, which is no good at all. So it was sort of around midnight. It was supposed to be clear for about 2 hours or so. So I went out about 10:30, 11, just walked down the road. Nothing major, just nice and easy, safe, cruising. Found a nice dark spot. It was pretty dark. Thought it was really good. Looked, started checking, found a nice tree, started getting some photos, and holy crap, it came out super. So that video should come up really nice. I'll try and get that one done. I don't know which one of these three I'll do first. I might do the room one because that's going to be fairly easy and quick, and punch it together. I did my new room walk through today. Changed rooms. If you've been with the channel for a while, I've lived in the same room on site for 10 years. Had my leave with Jack, and we've got a new room, so it's a little bit different. So I thought I'd run through it and see the different sides of when you're in a mine site. Difference between different rooms. You get big rooms, you get small rooms, you get nice rooms, you get old rooms. So got that done as well. But still briefly on the last night, some sensational shots. By midnight it cleared out. It was spotless. And the Milky Way was absolutely huge and beautiful. I got a massive vertical panorama. It's just, I think it was like 11 photos stacked. And it's got the core, and it goes all the way down to the ground. It just looks amazing, and the Milky Way is just crystal clear and vibrant. So can't wait to get in and edit that completely. I just tried putting it together. I've got a lot of work to do on the photos. As you know, it does take a fair while to get them done. So I've got that to do, and then today I needed to get out and do some exercise. Had a good sleep, so that was awesome. Got about 6 hours, which is well above normal. And I got my exercise today, and I was blown away. If you've seen the old video, I'll connect it up here so you can have a look at it before to refresh yourself. I found a beautiful canyon, a secret canyon, right next to camp. Amazing, and it had rained the night before. I went out there for a walk, and it was just amazing. Well, next to that, there's another canyon, probably another 10 minutes or 5-10 minutes away from that one, and looked on the maps, checked it out, did all my research, worked out the area, worked out the loop. It was about 4.5k loop, so it was beautiful, perfect for a bit of exercise. And I found a waterfall, a legit waterfall, 20-30 meters tall, where the water would normally sit. Obviously it's dry from summer. Once it starts raining, this thing's going to fill up, and it'd be easy 10 foot deep, just to the level of the river. So just amazing. Got some nice shots. Found some beautiful things to take photos of, so that was cool. So I've got that video as well. Can't wait for it to rain. Now I've named it Bob Falls for my old man, for my best mate. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. He sort of was the first one to take me bush and got me a job as a mechanic, so I figured that was pretty fair. And I can't imagine too many other people have been there. Probably, I guess, the local indigenous tribes and stuff had been living there and had seen it and been using it for water for probably 1,000 years. But I don't think anyone else there wouldn't be probably a handful, I guess, if maybe 5-10 people. I can't imagine too many. It's not on any maps. It's not anywhere you're going to find it. There's no way it can get trashed or destroyed because no one's going to know where it is. But oh my god, it was awesome. I was just giddy like a fat kid on a chocolate cake. I guess that's the only saying I could think of that it sort of explains how I felt when I seen it, and it was just mind blowing. Yeah, really, really cool. So I got enough there to do another really good video. Heap of B-roll, some time warp stuff going through the bush, heaps of stuff. It's really, really green. Also revisit a bit from the old video where the fire was, if you remember that. That's pretty much all grown back. That's now green. There's all new growth coming through, so it's good to sort of see from January to now, Mother Nature's the cycles return, and everything's coming back to green, and life starts again after the bad and the good. So that was I guess a good thing in the situation we are now. Yeah, it's bad, but generally it'll come back around. There's a cycle, and sometimes Mother Nature gives you a kick in the guts to remind you that she's the boss, and also to appreciate your life and what you've got while you've got it. So, and that's pretty cool. And you see that, and growing up in the territory, we burn off every year, and it comes back every year, and you get 8-foot long grass, and it's just insane. So you get a really good understanding when you're working out bush as a kid, or going out bush as a kid, and working out there as an adult. You see the cycle of life, and it was good to sort of see that in here too. To see that, even though it's just basically steel on the ground and spinifex, everything still grows, still comes back. Life always finds a way, I guess. We always find a way to survive. So I thought that was pretty cool, and it should make a good video. So very, very wrapped with the last 24 hours of work and rest. So it's been good, very good. Yes, so I did have a look for a couple of things, probably not as much as I normally sort of sit down and research. There was a couple of things I did want to talk about. Lume Cube, as you do know, they do some great products. They do the little lights, the little waterproof lights, which have got one of them coming. They do the panels. They don't do RGB for some reason. I'm not sure why. They have the bigger panels. They've now released a mini panel, so it's like the size of a credit card. I'd say it's basically very similar to the Aperture MC unit, but that's an RGB unit, where this is just a straight thing. But it is very, it looks fantastic. Ken Heron, love his channel. He was talking about it. He did some testing, crashed it a few times off his drone, and it survived. So strength-wise and build quality is obviously there, and that's something that I guess they've been pretty renowned for, Lume Cube, so that's good. Specs-wise, it's obviously just the size of a credit card, roughly, or the size of the little Aperture, so maybe a little bit smaller on the phone. 3200 to 5600 Kelvin. It's all true lights, white and yellow lights, so it's a bi-color. 2 tripod mounts. It's got a frosted lens. You get a diffuser, like the condom diffusers that you sit over the top of it, and it's 1% to 100% adjustability, so it's fully adjustable. It'll have all the power, and it's fully rechargeable battery and all that. So I think it's pretty quality. Now it is $93, and I'm assuming that's US dollars. That's the thing. It's like on eBay you can get so much cheap stuff. The lights I've got are all cheap. I've only just I got, and even my Lume Cube I bought second hand off eBay, and I think it was $90 for the top of the range one. So it's tricky, and it all depends, I guess, on your budget and what you can and can't afford. Obviously, the quality is going to be a lot better. It is a well-known brand and really good quality, and they've got all their lights right, so you get the true lighting, the true colour for your video or photography or whatever you're using it for. I guess you just got to see if you can afford it in the budget. Lights, there's so much stuff you got to have as for cameras and for video and all that. And if you do both, audio and all the different things you've got to do, So I guess you just got to work out a plan, but it's a good option for you. It's very small, so great. Something you can just sit in the pocket of your pants and just whack onto your camera if you're out and about vlogging or stuff like that, or if you need to light something up. Super, super bright, so really, really good. Anyway, you can check that out and see what you think. But definitely they do have the larger size, and then I didn't check the price on that, but that is 93 US. Now, the only other thing I did notice on there, which was pretty cool, was some more info and a bit more of an update, and that's all we seem to be getting, unfortunately, on the R5. Obviously, last week, the price was dropped by Camera Warehouse in Australia. I reported on that. That seems to be, they took it back and changed it to a $200 prepayment or a layaway sort of thing. So the price, but then there was a different price over in Europe somewhere. So it's I don't know if that was just a marketing thing from that camera company to see if they get a heap of people sign up and go and check it out, and then end up putting their $200 down. Pretty smart if they did do that. Maybe it's a mistake. We're not going to know. Canon's really tight-lipped at the moment about this. With everyone trying to chase it and thing, the least they can do is give us the price and the full specs, and just release it. Doesn't matter when they're going to ship it out. No one cares about that, because you need to know if we can afford it. If it's going to be 10 grand, no one's going to be buying it anyway. It's like they just keep dangling that carrot in front of the horse on the front of the cart. They get Canon driving the cripple hammer cart, as camera conspiracies would say, and they've got the big carrot out the front, which is the R5 hanging in front of the poor old horse, which is us, and we're just sitting there, everyone's just sitting there trying to grab this poor old frigging carrot. And it's like an old cripple hammer Canon's not going to give us a frigging carrot. But look, it's come up today. Canon Rumors has reported that Taiwan, it's arrived for the wireless file transmitter, which basically certification for the Wi-Fi, so it's going to be 802.11 ABGN and AC. I'm not sure if that's Wi-Fi 6 or I'm assuming that's Wi-Fi 5. I'm not 100% on the tech side on that. Didn't really say it. It was a pretty short article. But look, it's another step closer, obviously. The more every time we hear about these little steps where it's getting certified, and that means that part's locked and loaded. Whether Canon's just waiting till everything, all their ducks in a row and everything's locked in, and then they're going to do it. Like, they've given us a picture of it. We know all the specs of it. We know the sensor size. Everything like that's been calculated. We just need to know the price and when it's going to be thing. And I think that's all they're really waiting on, is when they're going to be able to have it. But all the pre-orders are already in. All the companies have taken pre-orders, so they should already know who's interested and how much interest. If you are going to buy one, you've put down $100 pre-order. I mean, that's really stuff all compared to how much it's going to be. It's going to be at least $5,000 Australian. At least. From 5 up to 10. Somewhere in that mark. So you know your budget. If you can afford between 5 and 10, if it's 10 and it's above your budget, well, then you just get your $100 back. But if it's 5 and you put your 100, well, you're going to pay the 5. So, yeah. I think Canon should, hopefully this week coming, or worst case next week, by the end of May, we have to get an answer, surely. Or I can't believe they're stretching it out this far. But anyway, and that's about it. Night shift tonight, first night shift, and then I'll be uploading the show in the mornings as today, sort of like when I was at home, but be reasonably early so I can go to bed. So I'll do all that in the morning. I'll be able to get all the info and do all that. And then another week, we're into night shift, second week. 1 week down, first week back in 3 months. It's been good. Work-wise, hasn't really changed much, just a lot more of the COVID rules. It's really super strict at the moment with stuff. Everyone's hands are just cracking open, dry skin from all the friggin' poxy antiseptic or whatever they're using. It's like bloody poison. Dudes have got massive gaps in their knuckles and just blood and everything coming out of their skin from the stupid sprays. So that's the only real problem. But other than that, it's been all good. Back to normal. Back to life on the mine. Anyway, that's it from me. If you're listening on the podcast, thanks for stopping by. Great to have you. There'll be some videos for you. You can go and check out when you can. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Anyway, whether you're going that way or that way, I'll see you soon. Peace.